Chiefs Kingdom. Listen to the silence reverberating through the hollowed concourse of Geha Field at Arrowhead. Do you feel that? It is the cold, unforgiving shiver of an early January without a playoff game. Since 2014, we have owned the winter. Since 2014, the road to the Lombardy ran through the loudest stadium on the planet. But today, the Red Sea is still. The drums are silent. A 6-11 campaign has stripped the crown from our heads and left us staring into the abyss of uncertainty. We are witnessing the fragility of greatness, the moment where the dynasty breathes heavily, battered by the brutal reality of the NFL parody machine. Our king, Patrick Mahomes, is trapped in the grueling labyrinth of ACL and LCL rehab, and the architects at One Arrowhead Drive are swinging the scalpel. The standard of the Hunt family is non-negotiable, and right now, that standard has been breached. But before we go into the lab and break down the tactical autopsy of this coaching purge, you need to join the Kingdom ranks, subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, and let your voice be heard in the comments. Is the Kingdom still the gold standard, or is the throne sliding? I'm reading every single one of your takes. Listen to the numbers, people. They are screaming. Thursday, January 15th, 2026, a day of reckoning. Sam McDowell of the Kansas City Star has delivered the news that we all felt in our gut. The axe has fallen on the offensive staff. Todd Pinkston, gone. Connor Embry, gone. The rushing attack was a gash to the soul of this offense in 2025. 106.6 yards per game, 25th in the NFL. That is not the Arrowhead pride. That is not the legacy of the 60s dominance. Let's be clinical here. Rapid fire. Pinkston was an Andy Reid favorite from the Philly days, but he was a wideout coaching running backs. It was a square peg, round hole disaster. The Chiefs finished with the league's worst explosive run rate. Isaiah Pacheco, our fire-breathing ball of energy, was stymied behind a line that couldn't find its inside zone identity, managing a measly 3.9 yards per carry. Kareem Hunt, 3.7 yards. Mahomes was our third leading rusher on scrambles because he was forced to orchestrate under duress. In a season where we needed the ground game to be a shield, it was a paper-thin curtain. Then there's the wide receiver room. Connor Embry is out. The route concepts in 2025 were stagnant, simple combinations that NFL defenses solved by week 4. We lacked the option route nuances that made the Kelce Mahomes era untouchable. We were too reliant on Mahomes to make magic from broken plays, and when the ACL buckled against the Chargers, the entire house of cards collapsed. The Chiefs lost their final 6 games. 6! We haven't seen a slide like this since the pre-Reid era. Inside the practice facility at One Arrowhead Drive, the atmosphere is visceral and heavy. One high-ranking AFC West executive told me the Chiefs' run game in 25 was a gift to the rest of the division. You didn't even have to stack the box. If Reid doesn't find a real RB coach, someone like an Eric Bieniemy or a specialized run game coordinator, this offense is just a spinning tire. Another source inside the building whispered, Coach Reid is taking this personally. Firing Pinkston and Embry is just the beginning. The good old boys club on the offensive staff is being dismantled. Accountability is back on the menu. A third league insider added, with Matt Nagy chasing HC roles in Tennessee or Baltimore, this staff is being stripped to the studs. Reid is rebuilding the engine while the car is still on the track. Let's go to the chalkboard for a tactical deep dive. We saw 2 high safety shells paralyze our explosive play potential all year. Why? Because defenses didn't respect the RPO constraints or the 12 personnel mismatch strategies. Without a vertical threat from the backfield or consistent separation from the wideouts, Mahomes was throwing into windows the size of a postage stamp. We need a running back coach who understands gap assignments and simulated pressure counters. We need a wideout coach who can maximize Xavier Worthy's 4.21 speed, someone who can teach him the pro-level releases that turn speed into production. Think about the DNA. Patrick Mahomes has the transcendent vision of Len Dawson and the arm of a god, but even a king needs a vanguard. We saw Isaiah Pacheco run with the anger of a Christian Okoye, but without the technical coaching to refine his vision, he was just hitting a wall. We saw the defensive staff losing pieces too. Louis Adizio heading to UNLV and Alex Whittingham joining Michigan. The Arrowhead mystique is being tested like never before. The Hunt family standard doesn't bow to one bad year, but it demands an uncomfortable level of honesty. We are facing a $58.1 million cap deficit. We only have 2 running backs under contract for 2026, Brashard Smith and Shunderick Powell. The reload has to be perfect. We need an offensive coordinator who can challenge Andy Reid, maybe a Brian Daboll or a Mike McDaniel, someone who will bring friction back to a locker room that looked lifeless during that 6-game skid. We are witnessing the fragility of greatness. Patrick Mahomes' vision is our North Star, but the North Star is temporarily eclipsed. He is vowing to return stronger than ever for Week 1, but he needs a ground game to protect him. He needs an offense that isn't just scramble drill or bust. The 2025 season was a somber, weighted disappointment, but 2026 is the reckoning. The Red Sea never reconsiders. We reload, we rebuild, we return. Stay tuned, Kingdom. The coaching carousel is spinning, and the eyes of the football world are in Kansas City. Brett Veach and Andy Reid are playing 4D chess with the future of this dynasty. Will we find the next offensive genius, or will the throne continue to slide? Once a chief, always a chief. How about those Chiefs? We stand until the final whistle. We fight until the clock hits 0.